Hello again, everybody. It's been a long time, but I finally decided to actually make another vlog, so here it is. So I think last time that I did one of these things, I was still looking for my third and final lab rotation, but luckily I actually found a place to rotate through, so I actually have a project and can do a presentation later on when I actually need to. Although this lab doesn't exactly do a lot of immunology work, I actually did find something that I could work on that is immunology based. I'm still trying to catch up with all the genetics stuff because it is a genetics heavy lab, so I have a lot of work that I have to get through and understand all the different techniques that actually go into a genetics lab. So even though it's a Sunday, I had to go into the lab today to feed some cells that I've been culturing for this entire rotation. And unfortunately, I found out a couple days ago that some of the cells that I've been using actually were not performing the right way. So that whole side of the project has been scrapped, and I'm basically right now trying to increase regulation of a certain gene in some cells. But it's a slow going process. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing done by the time I have lab rotation talks, which is in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be such a fun speech to do. I can't even believe that it's already March at this point. It just seems like yesterday we were going into February, and now that month is totally gone. So of course February is dominated by Valentine's Day, and what better thing for a single person to do on Valentine's Day than to sit on a couch and curl up with something really special like a immunology paper to read for class. I mean, I find myself pretty damn lucky to find a really nice looking paper, and I just stared at it all weekend long and studied it, and I just couldn't keep my eyes off that paper. But enough talk about papers. There's just so many others that I could read. So this last weekend we had our graduate group of immunology recruiting weekend. And it was so nice not having to be on the interviewee side of things. Except for I did have one of my professors who, whenever I had to explain the research that I was doing in his lab, it always seemed like he was around. So I had to be on my toes about what I was saying. And recently I had to sign up for a bunch of classes. And this time I actually signed up for classes on time, or even before a lot of other people in my class did, so I'm actually feeling on top of things for once. Although next term seems like it's going to be pretty easy. I'm probably going to have a lot more classes to actually go to, but without having to do a rotation project, it's going to make my life a little bit simpler, just because I know that there isn't going to be this big huge thing at the end of the term that I have to get done, which will be nice because it's going to be spring and I want to enjoy spring here before it gets super hot during the summer. But that's all I have for now, everybody. Hopefully I'll actually be doing these things a little bit more regularly than I have been, because once every month is a little bit ridiculous. So hopefully I'll be seeing the camera in front of me a little bit more than I am used to. But on that note, have a good rest of your week, everybody, and I will talk to you later.